Hey there, everybody. Welcome into this edition of X'd Out. Woke you up. That got you going. Alejandro Moreno, I'm Sebastian Salazar. We are here ready to do some damage thanks to your questions. Why don't we get to the first one here from Scottinho.
Okay.
Of course, as you can tell, I'm reading this off the screen. If MLS is a, quote, lower level league, then why continue to hire MLS coaches to grow Team USA? Is U.S. Soccer failing the team by not going after a European/South American coach with a good resume? Is it a coach thing, bad players, poor system?
Before I address the question,
Right.
if you're Scottinho, you cannot be Mexican Scott. You have to be Brazilian Scott.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, that's the first thing.
Scotito might have been.
Yes, Scotito, yes. Scottinho, not so much. Now, I'm going to answer this question by posing questions.
Okay.
At what level did Jurgen Klinsmann coach at? National team level for Germany. Bayern Munich. We consider Bundesliga to be a
Top league.
top league in the world.
Not a lower level league, as
No.
Scottinho says, yeah.
How did the Jurgen Klinsmann era end up for the United States?
Not great, Bob.
Yeah, that would be not great. And by not great, eventually not making it to the World Cup.
Historically bad.
Correct. Now, I'll then ask another question. You consider the best run that the United States have ever had in a World Cup was under whom?
Bruce Arena,
And he is what?
an MLS coach.
Okay. So it's not a
And nothing if not an MLS coach.
yes.
Right?
So it's not a perfect science. There's a lot of things that go into it that make a national team coach a successful coach at that level. You have to run into a generation of players that have the talent that you can then nurture, grow, develop, and then make sure that they display that talent out on the field. In order to do that, there is an element of good fortune that goes into it, that you have a core group that you can work with and feel very comfortable with and thinking this is a team that can take us to an entirely different level. What U.S. fans, players, coaches, federation, pundits have to be very careful with is that you're not thinking in terms of world-class performances when you have limitations in terms of world-class players. You cannot be a world-class team if you do not have world-class talent. There are some players that are very good within the U.S. national team picture. There's an outstanding player in Christian Pulisic that could potentially become even better if his maturation is what we think could be at Chelsea, if he doesn't take a step back. But then after that, you start sort of, okay, wait a minute. Where are we? Where is the talent pool coming from? Where are we pulling the players from? And is this group of players good enough to make a run? Never mind in the World Cup. First, you got to get in. Now you're at the level where you have to get in first, and then you can think about world class.
So to me, it's interesting, right? Because this question kind of goes down the route of coaching. And it should be noted, like Tata Martino's resume compared to Gregg Berhalter's, not even close, right? If we look at, now, Tata Martino's older, but I'll even go a step further. Gregg Berhalter's been a manager for 7 years. And then you look at Tata Martino's first 7 years as a manager, which is before Paraguay, before Newell's, before Barcelona, before Argentina, and before he built Atlanta United. So very beginning, in 7 years, he wins 4 trophies, 4 league titles, 2 different clubs. Gregg Berhalter doesn't have that on his resume. So if you look at the ambitions of your competitors, if you're the U.S., Mexico, certainly the Mexican Federation has gone out and gotten a much more qualified coach. That's not up for debate.
And guess what? That coach, Tata Martino, where was he coaching at the time? Oh, wait a minute, it was here in your backyard, Atlanta United, and the United States didn't even explore the possibility of saying, hey, Tata, maybe.
You want to come in for an interview? Or?
Maybe you can help us out. Now, it may be that it didn't work out. It may be that for whatever reason, it simply was not meant to be, and maybe Tata Martino wasn't the guy for the U.S. But at the very least, an interview was needed. At the very least, exploring the possibility was needed. And at the very least, if you have a guy with that much experience, you say, come on down, let's see what you got to offer, and let's see if that matches the expectations of what we're trying to do as a federation.
Hard to claim they did their due diligence if you didn't at least, see what was up with Tata Martino. All right, let's move on to the next question. This from Stevie Nichols, Shepherd's Pie. I love this Twitter account, always very active. Should Jurgen Klopp be the next Germany manager?
Now, the way the question is structured, should he be? Yeah, sure.
If you're Germany, right?
Yes, why not? It seems like an obvious choice. Will he? That's a different question, because if you're Jurgen Klopp, man, it's going to take something special to leave what you have built now and have in place at Liverpool. You have a real opportunity to be successful for many, many years with a club that wants that success, that need that success, and that comes off the shoulders of essentially of winning Champions League, threatening to win the domestic league. Maybe that's the next big thing in the plans for Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp is very much at the center of that. So it's going to have to take something special. Now, a bigger question is, are we now in a situation in world football where the club level, highest club level competition is more important than the national team?
To the coaches, you're saying?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
And see, here's the thing. For me, it wouldn't. And as a player, my national team career would have been far more important than
that was your pinnacle.
Yes, that is what I was going for. That is the dream. You dream of representing your country. I don't know if coaches are at that same level now. It would take something special for Jurgen Klopp to leave Liverpool right now.
You got to think finances too. You hear what managers are being paid in the Premier League. I don't know that there's very many there's many federations that can pay for
and
that.
Maybe his position is, you know what, it may not be now, but it may be later. And it will be available for me. If you're Germany though, you go after him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's the type of guy who is like so intense. You could see at some point him wanting maybe that little bit of a break that international football provides for these managers when they get burned out of like the club world.
And the first thing that Germany has to do is make a decision on Jogi Löw.
All right, let's go on to the next question. Peter Diaz wants to know, what country have you not been to that you want to go to? You've probably been like a million places just through the international career, right?
Yes, I would say, well, I've been to many places, but I haven't visited many of these places.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hotel, stadium,
I know a hotel,
airport.
a hotel lobby very well, and practice facilities very well. But I would say Australia, no question about it, no doubt about it. And I was fortunate enough to go to New Zealand a few years back, covering Mexico, by the way, and did not make the choice of stopping in Australia on the way back. Maybe that's a choice that I regret.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, our show is very popular in Australia.
Is it?
That's what I hear. So maybe, somehow, we work it out to where we go and do a show over there.
I mean, I think it's a critical element to engaging your audience.
Well, you got to be there.
Present.
You got to be present. Be there. That's right. Be with the people. I'm one with the people.
Yes, that was a not so subtle note to the bosses.
I'm one with the people.
Mostly of Australia, though. Your Melbourne victory, right?
Well, no.
No, sorry, I messed that up.
No. See, but like I said, I was in New Zealand, so my Wellington Phoenix.
Oh, your Wellington Phoenix. Yes.
Sure.
Okay, great.
I'm one with the people. I'm just letting you know.
If there was ever a motto for you,
yes.
Very much one with the people. All right, Stevie Nichols, Shepherd's Pie, chiming in again here.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest cheapskate on the crew? We've definitely had a question similar to this bounced around before. You got a nominee?
So we're going to keep it to the ESPNFC crew, I suppose.
Yeah.
The friend of the show, Mark Donaldson, would be a runaway winner.
Yes, he's in like the Messi Ronaldo category. Just like the rest of us are just...
Right. He's creative.
Extraterrestre.
He's creative, yes. A galactico, if you will. However, within the immediate ESPNFC crew, Stevie Nichols.
Really?
And he's not apologetic about it.
No.
No.
I've heard so many great stories. Stevie never invites me out with him, so I never get to see it in action.
No. See, no, Stevie is a BOGO sort of guy. Buy one, get one free. That's you know.
That's his move.
The clearance aisle, Stevie's there. And even at the clearance aisle, he's got the T-Rex arms going.
Really?
He's nothing really gets into that pocket. But that's all right.
Yeah?
That's all right.
Hey, man, to each their own.
Yeah.
He is really getting in shape right now, and I think he needs some like new suits to fit his new physique.
Yeah, well, that's not coming out of his
pocket.
Not
happening?
No.
All right.
If anybody wants to sponsor Stevie
and
his suits, then go ahead and do so.
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity there for some fashion moguls to make a statement.
Wait, Stevie is a fashion icon now?
No, but he could be, if you can make Stevie
a
fashion icon, then you have really, as the fashionista, made your mark. We've gone way off the mark here on Extra Time. I think that's about it.
That's
We've
it?
Done it.
We're going home?
There is a show tomorrow. You're not here, and I'm not here.
Hey!
So enjoy it, if you can.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.